With all the doom and gloom that's been going on in the media, I thought I'd like to do a video to get us in the mood for money. We've got some money coming our way, and I want to show you how. The winter solstice, dark to light, is coming upon us really soon, December 21st, 2018. Very soon after that, we will have the December 22nd Gemini full moon. The full moon will be in the United States 7th house. What that means is that we're having a culmination or an ending to something that has to do with we the people, the social masses. January will bring us two important eclipses. The first one will be in our first house, and it's going to be a solar eclipse. Although it's partial, it doesn't matter. We're still going to feel the effects of our government having new beginnings. New changes are coming for the rest of the United States. The next eclipse will be the end of January, and it will be a lunar eclipse affecting endings, affecting things that will move out of the way because new things need to start. This is going to happen in the area in the 8th house of other people's money. It appears a new banking system is going to be put together. The federal trade system is getting ready to dissolve. Jupiter is in Scorpio in the 12th house of the United States, and with this happening, this means that things are going on behind the scenes that are going to help us get other people's money. And I'm going to explain to you what that means for all of us in the United States. We talked about the 8th house in some past videos that I've done, and that means that we're going to be having other people's money as well as the secrets that will continue to be tied to that be exposed.
We're about to come into our inheritance, but it's not going to be automatic. I'm holding all of you in this audience accountable for getting your government to get you your gold. So let's go to the first slide. That's your gold. It's 1,750,000 metric tons. Where is it? First of all, it's in a special trust account that was set up by Ferdinand Marcos. He was doing this as a young lawyer for Jose Rizal, who had been in the Vatican for many years. Jose Rizal was the son of Prince Talano, who was a twin of Queen Victoria. And the royals have kept the world's gold for themselves, and then it was stolen from them by the banks. And what happened is Prince Jose Rizal didn't like what he saw at the Vatican, and so he came back to the Philippines with the Vatican's gold. The Vatican sent the gold to the Philippines for safekeeping. And what Jose Rizal did was he locked that gold up in a trust account for 50 years. And the thing about a trust account for 50 years is if you say you own something and you haven't managed to get control of it, after 50 years, you've lost it under something called the statute of limitations. So that gold went into hiding for 50 years, and those 50 years ended in 2005. But we didn't manage to get our gold out. And the reason why is because the banks refused.
Remember, this was the United States gold. It was stolen by the Federal Trade Banking World Rothschilds organization. And we are finally going to get it back. The Rothschilds are losing their power They are resigning, and this is going to help the United States get their wealth back. And I want to show you step by step how this is happening.
My name is Robert David Steele. I'm a former Marine Corps infantry officer, former spy for the United States of America, and I am the champion for open source everything engineering, which will lift the 5 billion poor at 10% of the cost of the failed Western economic paradigm.
I'm quite convinced that President Trump is focusing on what really matters, which is the economic reboot. Okay? China, Russia, the US, and then other countries are all going to gold-backed currencies, and I believe they will all nationalize their central banks. The Rothschilds have already surrendered. They tried to keep 5%, and they were told to take a hike. The Rothschilds have just put up their trust business for sale. Okay? They're liquidating.
Christine Lally for the Gateway Pundit reports that the House Oversight Subcommittee on Government Operations held a hearing on Capitol Hill on the Clinton Foundation. Mark Meadows, the Republican from North Carolina, who's the chairman of the Subcommittee on Government Operations, he led the hearing. Special Prosecutor John Huber was a no-show. The whistleblowers Lawrence Doyle of DM Income Advisors and John Moynihan of JFM Associates argued that according to their research, the Clinton Foundation was operating outside of its bounds as a 501c3 nonprofit organization and instead operated exactly like the Global Fund in Geneva, Switzerland, by brokering money and pharmaceuticals. Moynihan also stated that 60% of the donations going to the Clinton Foundation were used for administration fees, which is a stark difference from the industry norm of 10 to 15% for admin fees. Take a look.
There are so many examples. Mozambique in 2002, there was a memorandum of agreement between the foundation and the Mozambique to work on their behalf through their Ministry of Health program. And again, through that engagement, it was plainly obvious, again, based on emails that we've reviewed, that this was not a Clinton Foundation program per se. They were there to support the Mozambique Ministry of Health. So really, if we want to reduce this to layman's terms, they were brokering money and they were brokering pharmaceuticals. That's the term on Wall Street we use, brokering. John uses the term agent. They were an agent of money through these donors. They would take a, for lack of a better term, a vig in terms of their fees, broker the money, and then they negotiated these relationships with the pharmaceutical companies. And by the same token, they were brokering the pharmaceuticals and, again, taking the vig.
If you've been following the news, you understand that the reason why the Clinton Foundation is in trouble is because they've been having pay for play as far as getting their money, and then they've been doing things that were illegal to continue to get the money. Another way President Trump has made sure that people who are doing anything that has to do with human trafficking or anything that's corrupt, that has anything to do against our government, they will be having their money seized. This is going to be the main reason for the Clinton Foundation going down and many others. Please keep in mind that the number of indictments has increased since November. As Hillary continues to party her life away in the last few weeks at a wedding in India, let her have her fun. So let her enjoy herself now, because soon she's going to find herself behind bars from what is coming forward from the 8th house, if she and others like her are found guilty. And in doing so, we will be reaping the rewards of the money taken from illegal sources, and it's going to go back into the government fund, and that's how we're going to have our reset. This money, the gold, all of it is going to help us reset our economy, bring wealth to those of us who've never experienced it in a way that we never thought would happen in the United States. This is the plan. This is the plan. Trust it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification button for my next video.